Like, I hear you.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. All right. So one of the fun questions I always ask different things, and the fun one that came to my mind for you guys is I don't know if you heard Fantasia's song When I Met You. Have y'all heard that one? Oh my God. If you haven't, I'm gonna link it to your video because it is a dynamic song. But basically, she was talking to her husband and was saying that when she met him, she feels like that she met a part of herself as well, that she didn't necessarily know was inside of her or that needed to come alive, but when they met, it did. Do you guys have that same view or concept? That sort of when you met each other, you felt like, oh, okay.
I would probably say in a sense,
Mm-hmm.
it was, I would say, I guess if you put it into those terms, I would say yes, because like the way we kind of connected, it wasn't something that we thought
Mm-hmm.
at the time. So it's just something that just kind of gradually connected. So it was like when it came to you, you had to stop yourself and think about it. And then
Mm.
you had to go and you had to go into prayer about it. And
That's right.
then you had to go into prayer again about it just to make sure, you be like, hold up. Look here, God.
Yeah, there you go.
I went out here looking for anything, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just on my way. So I just need to know um this right if this right here is for me, because I'm not trying to waste nobody's time and I'm not
That's
trying to
right.
waste mine. So God, please
Mm-hmm.
let me know something. Please be very direct as possible. You
Yeah,
got to be straightforward with that.
you better.
And
You'll get
so
something you don't want. Be
Right.
very specific.
and lo and behold, he gave both of us our direct answer.
Yeah. Because we
Oh
were
yeah.
both praying. Because, like I said, I was getting ready to move. Like, my
Mm-hmm.
packed. I was interviewing in Atlanta, in Charlotte, um, month to month lease. I was ready to go.
Yeah.
Man, I was just on the grind, just thinking about, look, let me just go and get this money. Let me go
Mm-hmm.
and get my stuff together, get what I need to get, and make it do what it do.
That's
I was
right.
about, okay, look, I ain't worried about this right now, this and that and the third. I just
Mm-hmm.
want to get my money and keep it moving.
Yeah. But in the perspective of the song, um, when you are waiting and you're praying, when God answers a prayer and you've had a lot of different life experiences, you better consult him first. And both of us were
Oh
doing,
yes.
but we
Mm-hmm.
didn't know until we sat down and we talked about it. And it was like, wait a minute, you talk to God like that? Man,
Mm-hmm.
having the same conversations. I mean, it is okay. I'm telling you, as a licensed therapist, it is okay to
Mm-hmm.
ask questions. And so I was
That's
like,
right.
ask Jesus questions. I was like, Jesus, if he's not to one, let him go. I don't call people back. So if he's not
That's
to one,
right.
let me know so I can keep it moving. But he answered both of our prayers. So
Yeah.
yeah, you meet the right person, there's a shift.
It is. And I'm glad you both talked about the concept of asking questions and talking to God directly. Because sometimes people will make you believe that you have to go and consult other individuals to get that insight. And it's great to have proper wisdom. And I think I'll talk about some of those questions a little bit later. But it's also good for you to know that you can have that direct conversation with God yourself. Like, listen, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm thinking. And be very
Right.
direct with him so that he already know anyway, but he wants to make sure that you know exactly what it is that you're saying that you want or desire and what you're inquiring about. So that's very good to know. Okay, so let's head on over to the book. The one question I ask everybody: when you hear the word or the term "someday," what comes to your mind?
Hmm. All the dream, everything that you've been believing in God for is getting ready to come through. That breakthrough is getting ready to come. I
Mm,
mean, you have to have hope. And
mhm.
so someday these things are going to happen for me.
That's right.
Well, I guess for me,
Mhm.
some I hear the term the word someday. It depends on who says it.
That's right.
It really depends on who
That's
says
so
it.
true.
Uh,
Oh my
you
God.
know, you got some people like, yeah, I get to you someday, but
Hmm.
someday will never come. And
That's
then
right.
others, when they say someday, uh, it happens quicker than you think.
True.
So it just kind of depends on who says it and how well you know. the person that says it. So
Oh, that's very true. I think you guys are one of the first ones to sort of bring that up. Usually everyone talks about the concept of goals and things like that, which is so very true. But it also does depend who's saying it. Because we all had that family member, like, I get to it someday. Like, right.
right.
And
Right.
you're gonna keep on moving because it don't add up to a hill of beans. They're just talking. It has no merit behind it. But when you talk to someone who is about their business and has real aspirations and things like that, when they say someday, you're like, I may not see it now, but I know soon I'm gonna see some fruit from what they're doing, because when they say it,
Right.
I can trust it and believe it and go forth. Okay.
Mhm.
Do you feel that that concept of someday can change with time? Because when, let's say, we were in our 20s, that seems so long ago, Jesus, but in our 20s, our concept of someday had a certain, the concept was totally different than what I pretty much hold now as an individual that's about to be 40. So do you feel that that changes with time in relationships too?
Yes.
Okay, speak to that for a moment.
Yes. Because I would say that, like, back in my 20s, if I say someday, it'll be more of a real nonchalant, like, I get this someday, depending
Mhm,
on what it is that I'm doing. But, now, as I done, wise up a little bit, as you said about when people think about their goals and things are just what they want to do, even if they don't have a complete set goal, but they know where they want to be in order
mhm.
to get to their goals. So therefore, when they say someday, um, therefore, in the difference of the time, you have a different determination as into how you're going to get to that someday.
That's
Because
true.
early on, you can just say someday, like just at the feather of the mouth, just
Mhm.
say it at any given time. But now, if I say I'm gonna get to this someday, you have to understand that when I say it, that I do plan on getting to this because it's something that I want, something that I really want to, you know, get to. I have like you have a burning
A
inside you,
yearning.
like, hey,
Mhm.
I'm gonna make sure that this happens someday, you
That's
know.
right.
So it may not be, like you said, it may not be at an instant, but trust me, someday
Mhm.
you're gonna see this, or someday it's gonna happen.